do. A lot of the guys down there, Chris Adams, of course, there were a lot of assholes too. Matt Bourne was down there, the guy that went on to become a dork. He was a real dickhead. Buzz Sawyer, was a real nutcase. I mean, those guys were really malicious. They really tried to hurt you. Bruiser Brody. I mean, a lot of guys that aren't around anymore. I mean, I haven't written my book yet. A lot of the stories about them.
You mentioned Bruiser Brody. What was it like working with him?
Bruiser had his spot in the business, but he was a conniver. He was always trying to figure out an angle to work at all the territories and screw everybody over. He was well, he liked to bum off people. He would never get his own hotel room. He would never, you go out with the guys or something like that. He was never the one to offer to do the right thing and pay for something. And he was always scamming. You never knew, and he was always looking out for himself. Like there's another guy that's deceased now, the guy named Jeep Swinson, who did the Batman movie and ended up dying of a heart attack a few years ago. Bruiser brought him in when he was doing Red River Jack. Right. And I was working the thing with Red River Jack, but he was a babyface. And he had this desire. I mean, he told me in the locker room one time that he wished that he was a heel. When a guy wished he was a heel, he tells me in the locker room, well, be a heel now. You know what I mean? You got to be a heel to make a point of that. You got a problem with me in the ring, but they brought the Jeep Swinson guy in to sort of, he was really green. And we used to, in Texas, it was a shoot down there. And at the time, I was kind of, I didn't quite understand. I like working stiff and stiff and a little snug anyway. And, but they used to use the chairs and they would lay them in with the intention of putting me out of the business.